I'm In with the ARCC is brought to you by StoredTech, your technology, our passion. And now, here's your host for I'm In with the ARCC, Amanda Blanton.
Welcome to I'm In with the ARCC. Thanks for joining us today. I am your host, Amanda Blanton, Vice President, Marketing and Communications for the Adirondack Regional Chamber of Commerce. And today, I have two really special guests. If you've been listening to this show for some time, you know that I have ARCC President and CEO Tricia Rogers on the show. We try to make it quarterly, but, things happen with schedules. To do a quick update on what the Chamber's been up to and all the things that we've been doing in our communities. But we have an additional guest today, which is our new Programs and Partnerships Manager, Lindsey, Kenna.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. And this is different for me, too. So it's going to be fun. But I think this is a really exciting time for the Adirondack Chamber. We're growing as a team. We're smack dab in the middle of summer right now. Things are hyping up, right? There's a lot going on. We've got our hands in all kinds of things. And I just kind of want to backtrack a bit because we had a couple of really amazing collaborative events with our sister chambers, the Lake George Regional Chamber and the Bolton Landing Chamber of Commerce, that I think we need to shine another spotlight on, because if you missed these events, you missed out. They were amazing. But there's a lot of I think power and opportunity when you bring multiple chambers together and their members as well.
Totally.
Right. There's something special about it, right?
Right. And it's part of our 4 pillars, right?
Yeah.
Collaboration and connection. There we are doing all of that at the beautiful Sagamore Resort. Can we talk about that for a second?
So that was our triple chamber mixer back on June 4th. I mean, everyone has an opinion about the weather this year, right? It's been up and down. It's been a roller coaster. But we were blessed that afternoon with a very warm and sunny.
Mm-hmm. It was a beautiful night.
Beautiful night. And it was more of a garden party this year at the Sagamore on their Mountain View Terrace.
Mountain View Terrace. I'd never been there before. Or
Same.
I don't remember being there. What a special spot that is.
Yeah. The Sagamore really turned it out.
They really did.
They really showed up.
And I think there was something special about, yes, Lake George is there. It's beautiful. We get it. The Sagamore has one of the best views of the lake. But to kind of have this gathering on a Mountain View Terrace, they set... I can't even begin to describe the food, right? Mm-hmm. There was a seafood station of all the amazing bite sizes of everything you could ever want, and charcuterie spreads galore. Yes, right. It was beautiful.
Music, photo booths.
They really, around the fire for s'mores.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Great.
Yeah, great addition.
Yeah.
Seemed like everyone was really having a great time.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think we counted, it was probably about 325 people, which is an incredible number, especially with busy schedules, right? So it was a really great turnout.
Absolutely. Shout out to Tom and Carrie and his team.
Absolutely.
Marco.
Mm-hmm. They always do an incredible job, truly.
They sure do.
I think they are leading the hospitality industry, right, with some pretty high standards. It's not in a bad way. It's great. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We enjoy it, and they always do a great job. And Lindsey, that was like your first...
That was my first big
event with the chamber being on staff. So what were your thoughts about it?
I've been to several events at the Sagamore before, but I had never seen one like this. And I think the Sagamore does experiences really well. Yes. It's not just you're going to show up for this event. Like when I say they showed up, I mean, there were watermelon slices with caviar. Like the presentation was beautiful. Yeah. And when you arrive, it was almost like we didn't really see it as we were setting up. And then they opened the doors out to this beautiful lawn, and I thought it was great. I had done a mixer the week or so before over at the winery, and that was fantastic too. But I think the collaboration between the chambers really upped it a notch. So
definitely.
It was great. I had a great time, and with every other event, they fly by and you look at the clock and, oh my gosh, it's, we've already been here for 2 hours. Right. But people really also lingered at that too because they were having such an amazing time.
Absolutely. And, Tricia and I have done this for almost 10 years now. So we've seen a lot of, ebbs and flows. But I felt like there was a lot of new faces at this event.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting.
Some people we had just had ribbon cuttings for, which was really great to see them, really active and showing up too.
Sure. And for you, it allows you to make those connections.
Yes. I'm getting faces with names. But again, a testament. I've seen so many people, multiple, probably close to a dozen instances now because they are so motivated and show up and are a part of this community.
That is another thing that makes this community so special.
Absolutely.
Is, business owners and employees of those businesses showing up for each other, right? Whether it be at a ribbon cutting or a mixer. It's something special that we have, and it's something that we're very appreciative to be a part of, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then in addition to that, as if one triple chamber event wasn't enough, exactly a week later, we had another one, but this was a ladies mixer. So for those of you who aren't aware, the Adirondack Chamber has a women's business council. The Lake George Chamber also has a women in business network. And the Bolton Chamber is happy to kind of piggyback with us. They have a lot of women business owners, and they just kind of join these events with us, which we're happy to have them. And I can't remember when this started, but it's like the perfect fit, right? Weowaka is a women's retreat on Lake George. It's been around for a long time. One thing I learned at this mixer was Doreen Kelly, the executive director there, shared with us a story about when Weowaka was sold. It was sold for a bouquet of flowers and $1.
Yes, and that's
so
in
cool.
the deed.
Yeah, it's in the
That's
deed.
in the deed. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, so it's got a lot of history, a really cool story. The very famous painter, Georgia O'Keeffe, spent a lot of time there, probably was inspired, maybe by a few things in the Adirondacks for her paintings. Yeah. It's got a lot of history there. Yeah. And it's a very special spot. And Doreen and her team, were so gracious to continue to host this mixer year after year. And again, it's a bringing together of three chambers, women business owners, women in business, to just enjoy a relaxing afternoon on the lake and learn a little bit about the area. We had Adirondack Winery there and Springbrook Hollow Farm Distillery providing samples, so that was really cool. It might have been a little hot, but some people like that.
Sure. The samples helped on a hot day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Refreshing.
Yeah,
yes. And I remember quite a few ladies were not shy about, dipping toes, feet in the water. One even jumped right in.
That's
awesome.
I
thought that was very ambitious. And, most of us know Lake George can be a little chilly.
It's still chilly. It's about, I looked it up. That's why I didn't jump in. It was 66 degrees.
It was refreshing.
I put my feet in, but it was a little too chilly for me.
Yeah. I agree. I put my feet in too, and I was like, okay, this is enough. I like to wait till at least late July to dip in fully.
I need a 7 as the starting number.
There you go. But, what a magical place to have this gathering. Again, it's hard to count. It's like, herding cats. It's hard to count people when they're moving around, especially on a beautiful property like Weowaka. But I believe we had somewhere between 50 and 75 ladies there.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Great event. Yeah.
Great event.
Again, another first for Lindsey.
Yeah.
So,
I thought it was a great event. I had been to Weowaka before, but only a handful of times, dropping things off. Had never been able to experience the property like that.
Yeah.
And hearing Doreen talk about and share the history, I think she said this is the 123rd year that they've been open or present, the building being created. And hearing their passion about it was great, and walking around the grounds, seeing all the different facilities was really great. And again, sharing the community connection with all of these incredible women in the community was really special. It was a steamy night on Lake George, or afternoon, but we had a great time.
We had a great time, and can't wait to do it
better
again.
place to be, though, right?
No, it was a little.
Evening.
Even when you walked from the main house down to the water, you could feel a little shift and a breeze, and that's what Lake George is special and known for.
Right,
There's never not a windy day on Lake George.
That's true. That's true. So another great event, and they were a week apart. It's hard to believe, but
lots of same faces though.
Yes,
people who had attended the Triple Chamber also were showing up at Weowaka.
Yeah,
they're such a staple in our calendar. Those two events, the Triple Chamber and the Weowaka event. So it's awesome that we get the support that we do.
Absolutely, and the turnout really is a testament to how hard these chambers work and how well we work together and all the fun stuff. So,
yes,
yeah. I want to shine a spotlight on our Leadership Adirondack program.
I'm pretty fired up for this.
Me too. Yeah. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So, of course, for Lindsey, this is another new thing. For Tricia and I, it's something we're very well acquainted with, but it is also a program that evolves every time it comes around. And it is such a robust program that we do only offer it every other year. Because as our participants go through it, we're learning too, like what the needs are and what people really want to see out of a leadership program. And then we take a year off to incorporate all that, right?
Yes.
So, Tricia, because you and I are well acquainted, what are you, I think, most excited about for this year's class?
Yeah. So we have Brian Rollo, who will be our facilitator again this year. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
He is really wanting to think outside the box and change a little bit. He's going to offer some one-on-one sessions to our participants, which is exciting. We've added some new tours in this year. So we're seeing some businesses that we haven't seen in the past. We're going to go to Bosie's this year, City Hall, the Wood Theater. So there's some new tours that we're really fired up about. We are doing the nonprofit program again. So each of our participants will have to volunteer at least 10 hours to a nonprofit in our membership on a leadership project. And then they can discuss that at our graduation in February. So a lot of great pieces that are coming together. We're excited about that. We're traveling together this year. So that's a part that is a little bit different. So we're working with Upstate Transportation of Saratoga. Am I saying that right?
I think it's Upstate Transit.
Upstate Transit. Sorry, Craig Lefebvre. Love you. We're working with them. And so everyone can travel together. So that's exciting, right?
And I want to talk about that for just a minute because there was a time, this program's been around for over 30 years. So, I'm thinking about back in the day, there was a time where they would travel together to all of these tours.
Yes.
But then, we had some interesting times where that didn't work out. So everyone was like either carpooling or traveling there by themselves. And you go from being in this atmosphere where you're working together on something and then it's like, okay, well, we'll see you at Ideal Dairy.
Yeah.
And then you break away and you lose a bit of that magic, right? So when you can go from a nice leadership session with Brian Rollo, and then everyone gets to pile onto a bus where Brian can continue the conversation, or you can network with your peers.
Yeah, the camaraderie
as you go to your next industry tour.
And that's what they wanted, right? We do exit interviews after each session, and this just kept coming up. So we're really excited about that.
It's wonderful.
We're also looking to get some of our alumni involved again. So for our meet and greet, we're looking to have alumni come. So, we can keep everyone engaged and we can grow together and grow the program. So we're excited about that. So we're making some shifts.
Yeah.
But all in a good direction.
It's all super exciting. I mean, and this program is it's so popular. Every year we get, a lot of applications. We got a ton this year.
Yes.
We're very excited about. And, it is a time commitment. And I think sometimes time is not allotted for a lot of us. But if you really boil it down, this experience will change your life.
It will.
Quite immensely.
And we've heard that, right?
Yes.
From a lot of people that have gone through the program.
A lot of current leaders in our community went through this program, whether it was 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, or a couple years ago. But it's so fun to watch participants as they excel and grow in their careers, and knowing that, this leadership program was a part of that. So.
Yeah, and bringing alumni back and keeping them engaged and together and with their peers. I think there's a lot of opportunity for us as an organization and for the community as a whole to keep building that camaraderie.
Yeah. And I understand Lindsey gets to participate a bit in this.
Yeah, I'm really excited to participate. I've been with the Chamber for not even a month now, and the number of people who have talked to me about this program, whether they went through it, a lot of our ambassadors, I'm really excited. It's a testament to how incredible of a program that it is, and the more we talk about it, the more I go through and we're in the planning processes. It's like, I'm not trying to wish summer away, but September is when it starts.
You're going to love it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, knock it out of the park. I think it's going to be great.
And we love your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So, it'll be great for you to go through it as well so that you can take notes, and it'll just be bigger and badder the next time we do it, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Anything else Tricia, you want to add about Leadership Adirondack?
No, I think we hit on it pretty hard. If you're an alumni and want to be a part of the alumni group coming together for the meet and greet, let us know.
Definitely. Right. You know, and Leadership Adirondack is a collaboration opportunity, many hands
many
into
hands.
that one.
Sure.
So, and we're excited for that to kick off in September. But we've got a lot of events and programs in between, right? And Lindsey, being our new programs and partnerships manager, is getting into it, right?
Yes.
She's learning. She's like, okay, I can figure this out, and we're still planning them as a team, but we've got a lot to offer, a lot of networking opportunities, a lot of community involvement events. So let's talk about them.
Let's do it. So the first one coming up is our monthly mixer at Common Roots on July 16th. I know from looking at what last year's turnout was, it looks like it was a great event. And I know Common Roots, and it'll be a great event again this year. So
they do a great job. And their event space.
The event space is
amazing.
beautiful. And Common Roots in and of itself are a wonderful organization with their foundation. So it'll be a great mixer. We encourage people to come out and join us, whether you're a member or non-member.
Yeah.
Come and hang out and network and find out what the chambers are like, find out what other businesses in the community are doing. And there is great work happening. You don't even necessarily have to look for it. You just have to walk through certain doors.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Well said. Yeah.
I like that.
And it's so funny too, because mixers, ours are very well attended, and it's funny how you see some of the same faces and then some new faces, but what I always see are smiles.
Yeah.
And people chatting. And if someone is standing alone, you bet your butt one of our ambassadors is going to go over and introduce themselves.
Or
and
our
walk
board
them
members,
around.
right?
Board members, yeah.
That's our superpower.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
Those events are very warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
Just everyone feels welcome, and I know you've experienced that.
Yeah,
so,
it's all about inclusion, and everyone. I think, you can see coming to these events, people show up. And if someone cannot attend an event, this is another thing I've noticed.
Yeah.
If someone wasn't able to come to an event, they come to the next one and they're like, I'm so sorry I missed that. I wish I could have been there. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
So there's an outpouring of support in this community, and we love to see it.
That's absolutely. So we've got a July mixer, which is always exciting. What's coming up after that?
We have our Day at the Track on July 29th.
Nice.
We also have, piggybacking off that, our Trackside Grill mixer. So the August mixer is on August 20th. That's at the Trackside Grill. So kind of winding down to summer, but we're really looking forward to that one as well.
Sure. And it depends on who you ask, because sometimes some people are like, that's not the end of summer.
I know.
No.
I mean, technically it is mid-September. We go through.
We're holding on.
It's before back to school, end of the track season.
Yeah.
So it's like the last grips of summer where you're really clawing to it.
Absolutely.
So,
and we have these two events in Saratoga to show, some love to Saratoga County, which, we do have a lot of members in. Not everyone can make it to the Sagamore, right? We get it. So we have some great events in Saratoga as well. They're well attended. So, keep an eye out for that. Anything you want to add to that, Trish?
Yeah, I think that the Day at the Track, just if you're interested in attending sooner rather than later, because we have a certain amount of tickets and we are really close to selling out on that front. So if that's something, not a bad thing at all.
Yeah.
Just, I know that I get it. Last minute things are people don't know, but sign up if you can.
Yeah, but try not to wait.
Yeah,
try not to
on
wait.
that one specifically.
Yeah.
So and then in September we have a very important community event.
Yes, we have our Veterans Business Network, our VBN Walk for awareness, suicide prevention. That is on September 9th. And I just jumped into all of this when I started. It seems like an incredible event, and everyone, resounding applause for the years past. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a really, more monumental feeling when you're putting this on. We've already got a lot of vendors signed up to table.
That's great.
Some who have done it in the past, and it's going to be a great day. We obviously are hoping for great weather.
We're going to get it.
We
We're
will
going to
have
get
it.
it.
Yeah,
We're all
absolutely.
manifesting right now, starting
right now.
Yes.
starting now. So looking forward to that and everything else that's coming up. This is just basically through the end of the official summer season, and then we'll be rolling right along.
I know. We've got a lot. And I want to add a little bit more to this walk because
Please, yes.
it is powerful.
Yeah.
Every year it grows, and not just in vendors, but in attendees.
Yeah.
Everyone is welcome at this event. You don't have to have any involvement with the chamber. It really is an opportunity to raise the awareness on the suicide rate for veterans and first responders, which we identified as another group that is experiencing hardship. So we've added them on as well. And, it does include a walk around downtown. It's very quick. We keep it to about 22 minutes on account that the average, the suicide rate is about 22 per day, which is too many. Yeah. And it's just powerful. I think you have to be there to really understand it, but it's good. It's good stuff.
And we fundraise, right? We collect money for the walk, and our beneficiary this year is
Comfort Food Community. Yeah.
Which I'm excited about that.
Yeah. So we're always trying to give back as well.
Sure.
So September 9th, things kick off around 3:30 in the afternoon. We always get good weather, and we will again.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
So again, the community is invited out to that. We're very excited about it. And we do also have other events coming up. I feel like October and November is something I don't even want to think about right now.
It's our two favorite events,
but
though.
you have to, yes.
I get so excited. I love the Business Awards. I know. Can we just talk for like 1 second about them?
We can talk about the Business Awards. So that will be on October 8th at the Queensberry Hotel.
Yes.
It's a breakfast event. It's beautiful. And I know why this is your favorite.
Yes, thank you.
It is a true celebration of community. Whether your business was nominated or not, you're welcome to come and cheer everyone on. One of my favorite things, and it's been happening over the past several years, is every winner that gets up on stage, to address the crowd always starts with some form of "we are all winners here."
Yes,
really.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because this community is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's so many nonprofits and for-profit businesses, big, small, medium, that are doing amazing things here, and that's what the celebration is about.
Agreed.
Truly.
Yes.
Yeah. And Tricia does a great drum roll thing.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
it
so
gets
fun.
everyone really excited. Yeah.
It does, and you just nailed it. Like looking out in that crowd and just seeing the way that community comes together. Yes, the nominees are there, past winners, but there's some people that are just there to support.
Yeah.
And spending a couple hours of their morning with our organization and with their fellow businesses is so awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it.
And it doesn't hurt that it's in that beautiful, grand, still to me new ballroom at the Queensberry Hotel.
Yeah. They do a great job.
Who, by the way, celebrated 100 years this year. Very exciting for them. So
really exciting.
We're thrilled to have that event there, and don't want to outgrow the space, that's for sure. But we're getting there. So in a nutshell, that's what we've been up to and what we've got going on. And Lindsey, our new programs and partnerships manager, is doing a great job, and she's full of eagerness. And passion, and we're just excited to finish off this year really strong.
Absolutely.
It's easy to be passionate and motivated because you all are as well. Walking through the door every morning, it's like, what are we here for? Let's go.
Yeah.
What's on the list for today?
I love it.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are. And Lindsey, thank you for being here today. It's so funny. I was like, hey, I want to get you on the radio show. And, there was a little bit of anxiety behind those eyes, but at the same time, you were like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, all right, we're going to do this.
Let's go.
I love it.
So I appreciate you being here. And
Thank
Tricia,
you very
of course,
much.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you. And that's it for us today. That's all we have time for. So please join us next week on I'm In with the ARCC.